Hey, Phil. I'm so glad it's Friday.
I agree, James. It was a stressful work week.
Have any plans this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going fishing with my buddies.
Lucky.
Do you want to join us?
I can't. I'm helping my brother move. He recently bought a house.
That's too bad. We're going to have beautiful weather, too.
I'm glad we're going to have good weather. I don't want to move boxes and furniture in the rain.
That's true. When are you going to be done?
I don't know. He has a lot of stuff. It could be all day.
Well, if you get done early, why don't you meet us at the lake?
Are you going out on a boat?
No, we're going to fish on the lakeshore. None of us have a boat.
My brother has a boat. I can ask him if we can borrow it sometime.
That would be awesome. Thanks.
Well, I'm going to head home now. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. Call me this weekend if you're done early.
Hey, Joe, what happened to your ankle?
Hey, Kevin. I broke it while hiking last weekend.
That's terrible. How?
We were hiking down a steep trail. I lost my balance and fell.
Ouch.
Yeah, it hurt badly.
How did you get back to your car?
It was a long, painful walk.
Were you alone?
No, I was with my wife, but I'm too heavy for her to carry me.
Why didn't you call someone?
There was no cell phone coverage in that area.
How long do you have to wear your cast?
6 weeks.
6 weeks? Are you going to miss the marathon next month?
Yeah, looks like I am. I'm so disappointed. I've been training for that for a year. Why don't you go in my place?
No, thanks. You know what I hate more than hiking?
What?
Marathons.
Conversation between a student and her counselor.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan?
Oh, hi, Lindsay, isn't it? Come in, Lindsay. I haven't seen you in quite a while, have I? How can I help you?
Well, if you have a few minutes, I need you to help me sort out my credit hours. It's kind of an emergency.
Okay, sit down. I've got a few minutes right now.
Thanks very much.
So what's the problem with your credit hours?
Well, I think I may not have the right ones. The ones I need to graduate, I mean.
What's your major again? Business management?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. For biz ad, I still need to take global economics, EC 303. And, well, I've got room for it in my schedule, but, 303's got a prerequisite, which I haven't taken. EC 203, econometrics.
Oh, that's just great. And how did you manage that, Lindsay?
Not paying attention. I didn't notice until now that I needed 303 to graduate, and didn't notice before that I needed 203 before. Is there anything I can do now to fix this?
Well, I'm not sure. It's possible that the dean would let you take them concurrently. It's been done before in extremis.
Well, that's what I'm in, extremist. The last term before graduation, and I'm stuck. Do you think he would, really?
It's possible if your grades are good enough and everything else is in order. Are they? Is it?
Oh yeah, my GPA's 3.7, and I've got all the other required credits, and then some. I've actually taken more electives than I need to.
Too many electives and a missed prerequisite. Good work, Lindsay.
Yeah, pretty dumb, eh?
Okay, well, they're both offered this term, I hope?
Oh yes. Global economics is Tuesday through Thursdays at 3 p.m., and econometrics is the same days at 11 in the morning. Those would work fine, except
Except what?
Except I've already signed up for the second half of my statistics course. Stats 202 at 11.
Is that a required course?
No, but it's highly recommended for business majors, and I really need that math. Math is my weak point, I'm afraid, and I'm going to use a lot of it if I go into finance like I want to.
Lindsay, do you know what, econometrics is?
Sure. I guess. What? It's, measuring economies. Econo plus metrics, isn't it?
It's math, Lindsay. Statistics. It's a course in the kinds of statistics used in business, finance, and economics.
Oh, so maybe I don't need Stats 202 then.
That's right. BizAd makes sure you get the necessary math by requiring econometrics. But you've taken Statistics 201 already?
Yes.
Listen, there may be another solution to this. The dean might accept Stats 201 and 202 in place of econometrics.
Really? That'd be great.
He might. Anyway, I'm going to have to call his office about this. About both possibilities right away. Let me just see what they say. If you had a choice, which option would it be?
Well, unless they really want me to take econometrics, I think it would be easier if I completed the second half of my statistics course. I mean, then I'd have the whole course under my belt. But whatever the dean wants, I'm happy to do whatever it takes me to graduate on time.
Okay, good. Well, with two options, he may be more amenable to exempting you from the prerequisite. Can you bring me a copy of your transcript later today?
I've got one right here, Mr. Morgan. Here you go.
Yes, it does look good, Lindsay. 3.7 and a good scattering of A's, too. Okay, I'll arrange to see the dean as soon as I can. If not today, then tomorrow morning, I hope. And we'll try to get this straightened out for you. Stop by tomorrow afternoon about 3, will you?
Sure, and thanks. Thank you very much.
Okay, and don't worry too much. The dean can be quite flexible in a good cause. See you tomorrow then.
Thanks so much, Mr. Morgan. See you tomorrow afternoon at 3.
Listen to a conversation between two students in a chemistry class.
This isn't working.
What isn't?
This reaction. I'm supposed to get hydrogen gas, but I don't seem to be getting anything except air.
How are you supposed to tell?
Well, hydrogen gas should explode when I hold this burning splint up to the test tube, but nothing happens, see?
Very unimpressive. How do you do this experiment again?
Well, I put some hydrochloric acid into this test tube here, and then I add a piece of zinc metal to it. A reaction takes place and hydrogen gas is produced, it says, which should come out of the gas tubing over here and go into this other test tube, but it doesn't.
Nothing happens?
Well, something happens. The zinc bubbles and bounces around. The acid does something to it. Some gas must be coming off, I guess, but it isn't flammable. It doesn't burn at all.
Is there any way else to identify hydrogen?
Not that I've learned. It's completely colorless and tasteless, I know. It just burns very dramatically.
Well, I don't know. Shall we run through your experiment again together and see how it goes?
Sure, if you don't mind, that would be great. I'm sure I'm doing everything right. I've gone through it twice now, but I still get nothing. Nada.
Okay, let's see. We need what? Clean test tubes. 2 of them. Here we are. And a rubber stopper with 10 centimeters or so of glass tubing through it. Right, here. That's it?
Yep, and a graduated cylinder and the Bunsen burner, and the zinc and the acid.
Alright, let's do this first. Let's take the zinc and the HCl from different sources. From, those reagent bottles on the lab table over there. Maybe your bottles are contaminated or mislabeled or something.
Oh, good idea. Trust me to use the wrong reagents.
Just a sec. Here we are. Okay. Now you run the experiment like you think you should, and I'll watch what you do.
Well, first I clamp this test tube onto its stand, like this, and put in about 5 milliliters of the hydrochloric acid.
About 5 milliliters? Isn't this a scientific laboratory?
All right. Exactly 5 milliliters of HCl. Like this.
Okay. And?
Then I take a little piece of zinc metal with these tweezers, like this, and...
Are they all the same size?
Yeah, they seem to be. It looks like they're pressed out of some kind of machine in standard bits.
And add 1?
Yeah, 1. Like this. And see? It starts to bubble.
Sure does.
So I slap the stopper into the top of the test tube real quick, Like, this.
Hmm.
And then I hold the other test tube under the other end of the glass tubing here, like this. And, wait until I think I've collected enough hydrogen gas to ignite, I guess. Is the Bunsen burner going?
Yes, it's burning, and you also need a splint, right? Here's one. Hey, just a minute. How in the heck are you going to collect any gas like that?
Like what?
Like that, holding the test tube under the mouth of the tubing.
What? Am I spilling it or something?
No, you're losing it entirely. Hydrogen is lighter than air, Marie. It's floating up.
Huh?
It's floating up. It's rising from the tube mouth. It's not falling into your container. Hold it above the tube.
Ah, how stupid. I am so stupid. I'm never gonna pass this course. Okay. Now, light that for me, will you?
Right, here you go.
And pow! Wow, did you see that?
And we've got liftoff. And you've got hydrogen. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. Now all I gotta do is write this experiment up.
No problem. So what's your next experiment?
Something about sodium and water.
Oh, no.